in the heart of consumerism lies a silent threat to our planet. Cheap Chinese clothes flood the markets of Ireland, enticing consumers with low prices and fast fashion trends. But what happens when these garments are quickly discarded? They end up in overflowing landfills, unable to decompose, or worse yet, they find their way into our oceans.
In the heart of consumerism lies a silent threat to our planet. Cheap Chinese clothing flood the markets of Ireland, enticing consumers with low prices and fast fashion trends. But what happens when these garments are quickly discarded? They end up in overflowing landfills, unable to decompose, or worse yet, they find their way into our oceans. I'm often asked, why don't we just filter it out of the oceans? But it is an impossible task. And even if we could, we take out all the plankton. All we can do for now is reduce, recycle, and monitor.
Today we will be discussing the topic of fashion's influence on the world and what we can do to help take care of the world we live in. This is the inside of one of the Pretty Little Thing factories, where clothing is mass-produced at a very high rate. While the clothes may look nice, the reality is not so glamorous. Fast fashion is hard to resist. Because of the cost of living crisis in various countries, more people are veering towards cheaper-made, trendy clothing.
These issues can heavily affect average people.
Many homes are burnt down. Their lives and belongings can be destroyed in one foul sweep. It's a low death toll, but it was recorded that around 70 people died from forest fires in 2020.
Global pollution is not only an environmental problem, but also a challenge that requires immediate action from all of us to ensure a sustainable future for our planet and its inhabitants.
Pollution is one of the most challenging problems that people face worldwide. It is caused by a lot of human influence, such as littering, oil leaks, and the use of greenhouse gases. High levels of air pollution pose significant health risks to individuals. Exposure to elevated levels of air pollution can lead to symptoms such as eyes, nose, throat irritation, wheezing, coughing, and respiratory difficulties, increasing the likelihood of heart attacks. Addressing the intertwined issues of pollution, climate change, and water management is paramount for the safeguarding both environmental sustainability and human health in the face of these complex challenges.
Together we can make a difference. Let's choose a future where our clothing choices don't come at the cost of our environment. It's time to think, reduce, and recycle for a greener tomorrow.
Fast fashion is hard to resist. Because of the cost of living crisis in various countries, more people are veering towards cheaper-made, trendy clothing. Fashion has become overly commercialized, and the mass production of clothing is inherently destructive to the planet. Fast fashion is the concept of low-priced, stylish, but extremely cheaply made clothes being mass-produced to constantly keep up with the evolving world of fashion. Fashion trends are constantly fleeting, which is contributing to the massive manufacturing of clothing in the world.
Our world is sick. An ailing tendril, it grabs hold choking the life out of it, squeezing until it's just too much to bear. It may seem hopeless at times, where the dark swallows the light. But what if I told you that it need not be this way?
Climate change can be prevented. As we have something it does not, cooperation is both the tip and the pommel of our efforts to combat climate change and the environmental destruction it wreaks. You can help too. A great way is to start reusing and recycling. Plastic is one of the many contributors to our ailing climate. Thousands upon thousands of tons lying in landfills, decaying away, poisoning the soil. That's if we're lucky. In most scenarios, it ends up in the ocean, choking our seas, figuratively and literally. A way to combat this is the act of reusing and recycling. It is the process of using an item longer when traditionally you may have discarded it after only one use. Recycling revolves around throwing items made out of plastic into a recycle bin, allowing them to be made anew, ready for a second life of use.
This is what you can do. This is your part. We all have our parts to play. Thank you for listening.